Cheers. Chin chin. Skål. Salute. Slancheva. I'm back. Did you miss me? So I haven't done an appearance here at the Mermaid Tavern for about a month now. I've been staying off the booze. It was quite funny the last time I did a video. Somebody commented, "You're an old lush. You're getting out your alcoholism in public." I honestly do not drink very much. I may look red-faced, but I have a pint here when I'm at the Mermaid Tavern for this, and well, when I see my friend Mark, chin chin. So what? I'm back. Yeah, I was a little bit sort of, I don't know. I read some stats that people aren't really watching my videos beyond the first 2 minutes. So, bye if you're leaving now. Bye. Thanks for watching. And it's a bit disheartening, isn't it? But thank you to my over 400 people who are subscribing, and I really appreciate your support and the support of some other YouTubers on here. But I just got a bit down. I thought, what's the point? And but then I kind of miss doing it, and it's good therapy. So I'm back, and yeah, what brought me back? Well, let's talk about this John Lennon box set, Power to the People. So I thought I'd talk about that, weigh in on it. Are you still here? Are you still there? Yeah, and notably the exclusion of one particular track. And I was watching other people's content, some great content like Joe Mayo, Matthew Street, my mate Beatley Tone, Beatle Dave. You all said things on it, and I thought all valued things, and I kind of shared the sort of anger of you, Matt and Joe. And when I initially saw your content, I thought, yeah, I felt your anger, but I remember I left a comment on Matt Street's page there saying I agreed with everything, but I had a funny feeling if dear old John was alive today, he'd endorse this. And was that kind of me suggesting that John would be all kind of, for want of a better word, all wokey if he was alive today? And I don't know. John knew the potency of that N-word, and it is a shocking word today. You know, if I was black, I'd find it very insulting. And he was saying that, you know, women are treated like that sort of second-class citizen that black people were being treated as well into the 70s. And I think that's as simple as that, really, what he was saying, wasn't it? And I don't think he was looking for trouble, but he knew the resonancy of that word. He knew the potency of that word. And of course, it's even more, the world has changed, you know, particularly since Black Lives Matter. That word is even more disgraceful to even contemplate using. So did they do the right thing in excluding the track from the Power to the People box set? It's hard to say. I've thought long and hard about it. I'll give you my view. I think they made a mistake. I do think they've made a mistake. I think the track should have been in there. I mean, they're advertising 9 CDs, all these, 90 odd tracks, many unreleased. The complete. It's not complete though, is it? It's devastatingly incomplete without that song. And that song, for me, just happens to be the best song in Some Time in New York City. It's just great, isn't it? I mean, that sax and that arrangement. Yeah, I mean, the lyrics, they're of their time, but I think it's a great, great song. So it's such a shame that it's been censored, and it's been censored by the Lennon estate itself, and it kind of just, if you're not going to be, as you said, Beatle Day, where does that end? Where does this censorship end eventually? If we're going to go down that route, is it getting a bit too over the top to say that they might be censoring something else soon? I mean, it is a little bit worrying, you know. I think they're doing us a disservice, to be honest with you. It does smack that they're more interested in the money than they are of the integrity of John's music, and I think the integrity of John's music has been compromised by excluding this song. I really do. What do you think? Please let me know in the comments. I mean, obviously you can get this. We've all got our copies of this album, and it's there. It's on it, you know. And it was remixed, wasn't it, for the box set that came out? Was it the signature box set? I didn't buy it because it was CD only, and I've still only got my vinyl. I've got some of these as downloads, the John Lennon albums, and this one too. But it is sad. It's out there, so why should it not be on that? Which promises to be the most complete set of this 1972 year. That's why they've called it, Power to the People, not Sometime in New York City or One to One. I personally think they should have had in the box this album as a replica, and like a Power to the People album in there, rather than just a box set with the familiar John and Yoko faces merging into one. It's a lenticular cover. Anyway, that's just, will I be buying it? I don't know. I haven't really bought any of the last series of box sets. I didn't buy the Imagine one. I didn't buy the Plastic Ono Band one or Mind Games. I haven't bought any of them. So why should I buy this? I mean, I would really like to hear this gig as this one-to-one gig cleaned up. Like a lot of you, I bought this sometime in New York City. I bought the John Lennon Live in New York album in 1986, and really liked it, and the video too. Seeing, as we all did, the one-to-one, John Lennon one-to-one thing in April, in IMAX. You saw the tantalizing clips of it, how great the sound sounds, how great John sounded on Mother particularly. You really want it. So, I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm tempted to buy it on vinyl. But then there's all these hybrids and things, aren't they? So you have to buy the full. And it's missing that song. At the end of the day, it's missing that song, which is pretty bad, isn't it? Let's be honest about it. It's pretty bad. I mean, the more I think about it, it is actually pretty bad. And I think, I saw that interview with Gary, what's the Elephant's Memory bass player called? He was being interviewed. One of those podcasts, great podcasts. Right, well, actually, Sayok, because it Gary Sayok, and he was saying he knew why he talked to Sean. It was to do with the lawyers, and I mean, who's going to sue them? I mean, why do they need lawyers? It's the Lennon estate. It's their song. Does it really need lawyers? Anyway, I've said enough. My videos, I don't want them to go too long because, let's face it, I've lost about most of you after the first 2 minutes. Please let me know if you're there, because it is nice to have responses on these videos, not just to watch. If you don't like it, it's good to have some response. If you think I'm making a big mountain out of a molehill here, we should just accept what we've given, be happy, be grateful for what we get. And there's part of me that thinks that as well. But and as I say, when I first heard this news, I was pretty cool about it. But I've got more and more annoyed about it as I've thought about it. And I think they are a cash grab, some of these box sets, and they're not really preserving the integrity of John's music if they're being picky, and they are being picky. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you're good, and I'm going to be at the Beatles convention in Liverpool on Sunday at the Adelphi Hotel. So, been to them many times before. Be with my friend Alan, and hoping to do a little a Mermaid Tavern away day at one of the bars at the Adelphi. So, look out for that. Anyway, thanks for watching. Chin chin.